It's very upsetting to see what's going on in the body of Christ. I mean, there's people actually thinking that God is unfair because he brings you to hell. He will literally escort you to hell. Why? Because you chose to be escorted away from him. You let the world pull you from God, but then you want God to pull you to him when you die. You didn't want nothing to do with it. Why you want something to do with his kingdom? Why you want to enjoy the riches and the glory and all of these beautiful things that God has in his kingdom when he gave you the opportunity to do that on earth? But you didn't want to do it because it didn't make sense to you. It wasn't easy. It was complicated. It was, throwing your life away. That's what most people call it. Well, yeah, you're going to lose life on this earth to gain life for eternity. That you're going to have to give to get something. Give your life on this earth to gain life with Christ, because this life is going to perish. This world is going to perish. Everything and everybody in it will perish. Whether you go to heaven or you go to hell, you're going to die. Things that you have is going to vanish. It's going to disappear. The money you got, the friends you got, the wives and husbands and boyfriends and girlfriends and all of that's temporary. All of that you can take with you. Why does people keep on thinking that everything is permanent? Well, if I live my life right now, I get to do what I want when I die. No, it don't work like that. You don't go to a blank space and a void. You don't float in space when you die. Hell is not a party, okay? Let you know that there are different dimensions in hell. There's a people testifying that hell is horrible, okay? They've seen celebrities, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, all these people was famous, died, went to hell. They saw these people. You can't sit there and say that's not true because you're not that person that was living in that. These people died in sin. These people took their last breath and they went to hell. And these people came back crying and became a Christian. This is the kind of stuff that people need to wake up on. Hell is not a game. It's not a party. It's not a Diddy party. You're not going to be invited. This is for people that chose to do that. Hell is not an invitation. It's not supposed to be all welcome. No, it's supposed to be come on. Honestly, y'all. Not everyone, okay? This is for people that thinks like that. For the people that thinks that God is just going to forgive them, they can live their life, and then when they die or whatever, God go forgive me. Go ahead and think that way and see what happens. Go ahead and see what happens when you go and live like that. Because guess what? When you die, there's no coming back unless God says otherwise. Because in the beginning and end of the day, he holds the key to health and death. And he holds the key to all of that. He holds everybody's name in the book of life. You can't stop that. You can't change that. You can't bid God. You can't convince God. God is his own being. He don't need us to convince him. And if you chose to live your life apart from him, that's the consequences. That's his consequences. Just like if you cheat on your spouse, what do you think will happen? They're going to want a divorce. That's the consequences of cheating on your spouse. So that's the consequences of turning away from God, of rejecting him. That's what you get. That is just simple as that. How is that unfair? Please let me know how that's unfair in the comments. Please let me know. Anybody that thinks it's unfair, please let me know.